Well, here we are. It's Monday morning at the conference. I've already been at two meetings, starting with breakfast with the National Housing Federation, where we talked about the problem of affordable housing, or the lack of it, in so many of our villages and indeed market towns, and what can be done to try and address that, which of course in turn also has a knock-on effect to the provision of services like post offices. I've got a string of meetings this morning, mostly with charities, and then we get into the fringe programme at lunchtime, and then hopefully this afternoon I may even get a chance to have a look in the main room.
From the Bournemouth for our conference.
Right.
We must never allow one morsel of complacency to creep into our campaign.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I would say we would look at as well is not just the hospital issues, but also what's happening in your area in terms of community support for strokes and stuff.
I'm chairing this on behalf of the Guardian. It's the last of a series of how do we...
There's a very small number feel that school is actually of interest, or it's something that they should encourage their youngsters to go to every day. And I think that's why we welcomed this kind of work from the CSJ. Now, her leadership...
Kingston debate. Chance to win £30, caption competition.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Well, this is the end of the first day of the conference. It's been a very busy day, as well as everything that you see in the conference hall. There's also all sorts of stuff going on at the fringe and on the sidelines of the conference. I've had meetings today with the British Stroke Foundation, the Royal College of Physicians. I've just been at an event organised by the YWCA, where I met a couple of ex-young offenders, which was a really interesting and inspirational event. I've also seen people to do with affordable credit, I met the All-Party Parliamentary Group, AIDS, and a number of other healthcare organisations. It's been a really fascinating day, and of course the evening is still to come, and that's the time when people kind of bump into each other and you sort of meet people you haven't seen for quite a long time, and there is a big sort of social aspect, I suppose, to the conference as well. But it's already been quite a long day, and we are now off to go and see the Scouts about the rain tax campaign. It's basically any scout premises where you own or lease the property would have been affected. And is that most of it? So I often wonder how, because it must be kind of...
Well, I mean, sometimes it's community groups, sometimes it's scout groups, it can be anyone, a lot of scout groups do our conferences.
Well, hang on, what day is it? Wednesday? It's the third full day of conference in the afternoon, and the theme really of the conference has been all about realism. Both realism in the sense of the very difficult things that are going to have to be done to cut the deficit, and there was a very long list of painful things, I'm afraid, in George Osborne's speech yesterday, but it shows he really is taking it very seriously, and we will do as a party what needs to be done if we're in government. But also realism in the sense of realism politically about the next general election. So many people seem to be assuming in the media that a change of government is inevitable, but David Cameron is making very, very clear that as far as he's concerned, it's the same for all of us candidates, that there is a mountain to climb for us to get into government. We have to actually get the biggest swing from Labour since 1931. and win a net gain of 100 and something seats. So it really is a huge deficit to try and fill.
There you go.
Well, we just had a David Cameron speech, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was very serious, talking about the things we needed to do, but it was an amazing speech. It's obviously got everybody here very, very excited and ready to go. Now we've just got to try and battle the crowds and get back on the road. Thanks, Chris. So, Karen, what have you thought about the conference this year?
The conference has been fantastic. It's been upbeat. There's a real buzz here because we're on the brink of actually bringing change to our country.
So, what do you think of the speech?
I thought it was a brilliant combination of common sense and inspiration.
Good. I hope that your voters in East Hampshire are truly inspired by that, Damian, and if they're not, they've always got you.
What did you think of the speech?
I was tearful, I was hopeful, and it's going to be a wonderful future.
I think it was a great speech, and I think they just by looking at the style and what he said, this is a man who is ready to be Prime Minister. I think that was very clear.